Teacher's Quarantine Corner.
Good morning, Thorpe Cardinals. Today is Monday, April 27th. All right, for the first announcement, it's just for students. So teachers, you need to plug your ears and no listening. All right, students, don't forget to send in your video messages for your teachers so I can air them next week for Teacher Appreciation Week. Okay, don't forget, we need your messages, okay? All right, teachers, you can listen now. All right, the joke of the day is from Taryn B. in kindergarten.
What do librarians bring when they go fishing?
What?
Bookworms.
Good one, Taryn. That was a real knee slapper. Very funny. All right, our fun fact for the day is from the second grade team. Did you know that people use over 2,000 different kinds of plants for food? So as farmers begin to work in their field this spring, take a moment to be grateful that we have them, or else we wouldn't have the full bellies that we do. Thank you, guys. All right, adventures in quarantine. I'd like to share my own adventure first. As you can see, I'm sporting a new haircut, which is thanks to my wife, Mrs. Foster. So that's one of her new adventures. The second is you can see that I'm experimenting with some different facial hair. So far, it's been a huge hit here at the house. All right, Delaney and Daniel M. were also able to work together to make this guy back when we still had snow. So, allow me to introduce Mr. Frankfurter. Good job, guys. All right, on today's episode, Mr. Rindal is teaching us how to saddle a horse.
What you want to do is brush your horse so you make sure it's nice and comfortable. You want to make sure you get all the dirt and just grass and birds off to make sure when you put it on the saddle pad in the saddle that there's nothing rubbing against them, because if it's uncomfortable, it's not going to be a fun ride for you. So after you do that, the first what you're going to want to do is toss on your saddle pad and hit saddle. I'll be right back. So the saddle pad, this is just to make sure that the saddle doesn't sit right on the horse. You toss this, you want to make sure it's pretty centered, give it a little bit of room, and that's pretty much what that is. Now I'll grab the saddle. So you want the saddle to be pretty centered on the pad. That way it's comfortable and not riding on one area more than the other. So there's three parts to a saddle that you're going to tighten up to make sure that it doesn't come off the horse. First one that you're going to make sure you have the cinch, the back cinch, and then the breast collar. We'll start with the front cinch. This would be the front cinch. This one you want to get pretty tight, but not too tight. So we'll grab that front cinch, toss this through. You're going to run this through 3 times. And again, you want this one pretty tight, but not too tight. Right there would be perfect. Just tighten that up. And then toss that through there. Then I'll go to the back cinch. Again, this one's one that you want to have pretty tight, but not too tight. That'll be perfect, just to make sure it moves a little bit so it's not rubbing on it, but still is there for support. And the last one we have is the breast collar. The breast collar, again, you do not want to have terribly tight, because that just keeps some stability, but you want to have their shoulders be able to move. And so right about there, as you can see, her shoulders can still move. And then we just got one more part right here. So the saddle's all good. Now we just got to put on the headstall and some reins. Minnie's a good horse, but you can always toss the reins over as you take the halter off to make them know that you feel like they're still caught, but Minnie's not going to go anywhere. You just pop the halter off. So we're trying to get the bit in Minnie's mouth. Minnie's pretty good at it because she's done it quite a bit. So you just kind of rub their teeth. Come on, Minnie. There we go. Over the ear, and then you just got one more strap. And again, this one you want tight, but not too tight. Just again for comfort. And all we have to do is hook this rein. And we're good. And we just went over how to saddle a horse.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rindal, but you need to quit horsing around and get back to work. All right, that wraps it up for this episode of Mr. Foster's Quarantine Corner. Please, students, remember to stay safe and to stay sanitized and to stay smart.
Mr. Foster.